This video is going to show you how to balance a chemical equation. The reason that we have to balance chemical equations is because of the law of conservation of matter. The law of conservation of matter states that we can't create or destroy anything. So we have to make sure that there's the same number of each type of atom before and after a chemical reaction. Let's look at the following equation. H2 plus O2 react to form H2O, which is water. Hydrogen and oxygen are my reactants. Water is my product. I'm going to be allowed to write coefficients in front of each of the parts, but nowhere else. What I want you to do is list the elements that are present underneath the arrow, so you can see how it separates before from after. So under the arrow, list hydrogen and oxygen. Now let's count. H2 means that I have 2 hydrogens before. O2 means that I have 2 oxygens after. If we look at after, H2, 2 hydrogens before. O by itself is an invisible 1 oxygen after. Right now, it looks like we've lost an oxygen, and that can't happen. So if I look at H2O, in order to get 2 O's, I would have to write H2O 2 times. That means I would need 2 waters. I show this by putting a 2 in front of H2O. This will now give me 2 oxygens, but it will now give me 4 hydrogens. So I broke oxygen, but I fixed hydrogen. The other way around. Okay, so if we look now, we have 2 hydrogens here. I want 4. To get that, I would need 2 of these. H2 and H2. 2 plus 2 gives me 4 hydrogens. So we now have 4 hydrogens before and after, and 2 oxygens before and after. This equation is balanced. Let's try another one. Let's do sodium plus chlorine, which is Cl2, make sodium chloride. Start out by listing the elements under the arrow. Our 2 elements are sodium and chlorine. Count before. Na, 1 sodium, Cl2, 2 chlorines. Na, 1 sodium, Cl, 1 chlorine. In order to get 2 chlorines, I would have to write NaCl twice, which means I need 2 NaCls. So I put a 2 in front of it. That gives me 2 chlorines, but it also gives me 2 sodiums. So I need to come back to the other side and put a 2 in front of sodium, because that now means that I have 2 Nas. 2 sodiums before, 2 sodiums after, 2 chlorines before, 2 chlorines after. This is a balanced equation. This equation is here for you to try on your own. When you finish it and have work shown, you can show Mrs. Pence and trade it for your packet. If not, you can see her for some help. If you have aluminum foil plus copper chloride, CuCl2, you mix them together, you make some copper plus some aluminum chloride, AlCl3. Start by listing the elements, then count before and after, then change your coefficients as needed. This must be shown with work to Mrs. Pence today. If you need help, go up and get some.